All the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate Pregame Show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Feet, Bure's Cheese Spread on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club or space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Fuhrer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
It's time for Outside the Box with Lincoln Stars head coach Rocky Russo and Lincoln Stars broadcaster Joel Norman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back again with another Tuesday night, and that means it's time for Outside the Box as we're chatting Lincoln Stars hockey here on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Joel Norman, joined again by the head coach of the Lincoln Stars, Rocky Russo. And Rocky, I'm double-checking the clock in here. I'm seeing 9 o'clock. I'm going, not quite that late, but I think that's what everyone's been struggling a little bit with this week. How have you been adjusting to the time change?
Yeah, I guess they gotta climb up there and change that clock. You know what? I'm not a fan of the time change, Joel. You know what? I wake up in the morning. I'm like, oh, it's nice. It's, you know, the sun's starting to come up at a reasonable hour, but then I'm cooking on the grill today at 5 o'clock and it's getting dark, and I don't think I want that trade-off. I'd rather have the sun a little later in the day than and have to get up in the dark in the morning. But that's just me. How about you?
I'm exactly the same way. I'd rather be able to get out of work and still have a little bit of sunshine outside instead of it getting pitch black immediately. But what do we got? Another month and a half before it's at its worst. Was that usually late in mid-December, I want to say?
Yeah, and then those days slowly start to get a little longer and longer.
Yeah.
As our days are getting longer and longer through the dog days of junior hockey. But we're just having an interesting conversation offline here about the Michigan football scandal. I'm going to use the word scandal because I'm an Ohio State fan. And we were talking about where everybody kind of stood on that. And I like to think that, you know, I'm not above jumping through a loophole if I could find one. I'm not a rule breaker, but I'll jump through the loop if I can. But I think those guys are doing a little bit more than even just breaking a rule. I think that the unintended consequences of what they have done is pretty extreme. And obviously I go back, my family's good friends with Coach Tressel, and I look back at the tattoo scandal of a few years back when Coach Tressel was coaching at Ohio State, and I don't even think this comes even close to you know where what's happening at Michigan right now, and you know, Coach Tressel ultimately lost his job for that, and if Coach Tressel, an upstanding, one of the nicest, genuine human beings I have ever met in my life, if Coach Tressel lost his job over some free tattoos, then what's going to happen to Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan program?
It's going to be interesting. And while you were talking about it, it almost led me to wonder a little bit, Rocky, have you had instances where you've seen another coach doing something like that? We were just talking about how other coaches they kind of noticed that they saw this coming, that this was going to eventually get public. Did you ever have an instance in your coaching career where it was, you don't have to name names, but I'm just saying, where you saw something and you were kind of wonder when other people are going to wonder about this?
You know what? In this game in particular, I think that, you know, whatever occurs throughout the course of a game, you know, if guys are given signals from the bench for face-offs or whatever, like those can be grabbed throughout the course of the game. I kind of feel like that's fair game, and I'll change ours up from
like
time
baseball,
to time.
With the sign stealing.
Like if you can honestly steal signs in baseball, I have no problem with it. You are a buzzer on your chest and you're banging on a drum and you're stealing a World Series like the Astros did, I have a problem with that. Yeah. That is going above and beyond. And you know, if you're paying attention to my bench and you notice that, you know, I put a 1 up and we run a particular face off, then good for you, and it's on me to change my signals. But you know, this is pretty clear when it says any attempt to record either through audio or video means any signals given by an opposing player, coach, or other team personnel is prohibited. Yeah. It's pretty clear to me. And maybe, you know, maybe you shouldn't send your analyst out and pay for the tickets with Michigan money and you know, have him standing on the Central Michigan sideline, which, by the way, thanks to AI and all this stuff, now it's pretty much confirmed that it was him standing on the Central Michigan sideline wearing a hat with a camera in it. I mean, the length that they went to try to do this is, you know, it's pretty disappointing for the sport of college football. You know, I wonder if, you know, if Ohio State wins that game last year and CJ Stroud lights it up and you know, maybe does he win the Heisman? Did they cost CJ Stroud a Heisman? Like what else did they cost? What other teams did they cost an opportunity to play in in the college football playoff, the amount of money that's a part of that, which is, by the way, why this thing hasn't really come to fruition, because the Big Ten has 2 teams that could potentially play in the playoff, Michigan obviously being one of them, and that's big time money. And so, if they hit them with sanctions right now, it's going to cost millions and millions and millions of dollars. And so that's why I think they're dragging it out. But it's going to be interesting how this comes to fruition in the next couple days.
One of those things, too, these cheating scandals in this day and age for me, Rocky, I find it amazing that people still try as much as they do, given all the different video angles you can have. And given social media, people can have an anonymous platform to report people and all these other ways. It's amazing we still see things kind of get to this extent.
Everybody's looking for an edge. I have no problem looking for an edge. I have no problem doing what you can to help your team win, give yourself an advantage. But, there's look at golf. You used to have to self-report if you broke a rule. Now you have crazy fans sitting at home watching and calling a hotline, reporting if, somebody's ball moved a blade of grass. Just the craziness that goes on. There's nowhere to hide in sports anymore, which is fine with me. I think that as much as the cameras create that accountability, it also, for us, like, we have cameras all over our facility now. It's fantastic.
Right.
We had the glass broke during our second drill of the day today, and as they were cleaning the glass up, we were able to go downstairs and watch the previous drill immediately. So there was immediate feedback from our guys. There's different angles. We're able to pause it. We're able to turn it. We're able to show guys different things. So, the technology is fantastic, but it also, it makes it really hard for cheaters like Michigan to cheat anymore. And now you're seeing that they're going to get caught cheating and hopefully get what they deserve.
I'm glad you brought up that video. I think I don't know how you say it, whether it's Spideo, Speedio, whichever one it is. I know that's something the USHL has been using this year, and I've hardly even had a chance to look at it. I know you guys have had a good look at it, but that's gotten a few more angles in arenas, hasn't it? How useful has that been this season in the USHL?
You know what? For us, we had the one angle and then the overhead cameras at the goal lines above the nets, and so now you basically have a 360 view of the facility, and we can watch it from both ends. We can literally turn the cameras as you're watching the film. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. Like, it's really, really advanced technology, and it's great for us from a teaching perspective. It's exclusively how they use the only cameras now that they use for video review in the games, which is really good as well. Unfortunately, they used it as a test in our series against Fargo last year, and they weren't using those cameras for video review. And after the game, we were able to use that camera to show the head official that we had scored a goal that they didn't count. And that was disappointing. Obviously, that would have been a huge change. That was a game we lost 1-0, ironically. But now that technology is available in all the facilities in the USHL, and I think it's a fantastic step in the right direction for the league.
Are you permitted to use it on the bench? I know in the NHL, they have the iPads. Other sports have had to restrict based on, obviously, baseball in recent years has had to restrict. Football, you can kind of do it. I haven't seen it on the bench, or unless I'm missing it.
No, we are allowed to use it. We've attempted it. We're working on some things. The Wi-Fi currently is the issue.
I can sympathize there.
If we could get a little bit of a stronger signal, or just a dedicated signal for that, which is something we've been talking about with our ownership group. But if we can get a dedicated signal, then we can have that video available to us on the iPad right on the bench.
That'd be kind of neat for looking back at shifts real quickly. If guys wanted to look into things, you see that in the NHL a lot. It seems like there's a lot of guys, every time they get to the bench, they're looking at the iPads.
Yeah, the video software that we use has the ability for us to link it to our iPad, and as the game is being cut, we could go and look at the clips right away. But again, it's a Wi-Fi issue. Yeah. So as soon as we can get the Wi-Fi hopefully taken care of, I know there's an Allo VIP line here in the studio. Maybe we could talk to to Allo and see if they want to hook up the Stars with a private line for the games.
You never know. We wouldn't be against that. If they're listening, of course, give us a ring. Of course, this is Outside the Box, chatting Lincoln Stars hockey here on 93.7 The Ticket. Love to have you be part of the show. You can text the Sartor Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Looks like we do have a text right now.
Yeah, we got one. Chase B chiming in as always. Good to hear from him. He says, "Go Stars. Good luck up in Green Bay." And again, 402-464-5685.
We appreciate that as always, Chase. And, we've got another pretty fun matchup coming up here at the Resch Center. Beautiful facility. Have you ever been to the Resch Center?
No, not at all. I know you have. Tell me a little bit about it. What can we expect?
It's a beautiful facility. I haven't been there since I want to say 2015, and it was actually for the USA Hockey Youth Nationals, the U18 and U16 national tournament. I was scouting up there, but it's a great facility, obviously. Great little town. It's right down the road from Lambeau, and we get to play again out of the conference and play an opponent that we have seen ironically this year at the showcase, but we haven't seen in traditional regular season play since I came here aboard.
Yeah, first time since the 2019-20 season that we're playing a team who we played in the Fall Classic at their venue or at our venue. So it's really cool to get a chance to see them. That was the season opener. It feels like a long time ago now. Obviously, we've gone through daylight savings starting up here again. That was back September 21st. We saw Green Bay. How much you guys looking back even to the video from that? That was so long ago. We've had personnel changes even since then. Is that even as valuable at this point? Or are you looking more at their recent games?
You know what? I think that more recent games are probably more valuable. I think we can use some of that video from a motivational standpoint. And so it'll certainly be valuable in a certain context, but you're going to want to watch their last 3, 4, 5 games to get an up-to-date look on their special teams and the way their lines look and some of the things they're trying to do. Now, coaches are creatures of habit, and, there's certain things that we do. Each coach is a little different, obviously, but systematically what you do and what you preach and what you believe in doesn't generally change. There's tweaks here and there, but we know that they like to go east-west at the offensive blue line, and they like to carry pucks in as much as they can. They've got a really deep forward group and good goaltending, so they present certainly a big-time challenge.
Yeah, Adam Guyon, I think, is the big one everyone looks at when they look at Green Bay, first goaltender picked in this past summer's draft by Chicago. What did you learn about him from when you saw him back on September the 21st?
He's big, he's mobile, he's athletic, he plays the puck really well. With great feet, he's obviously able to get behind the net and get to rims and chips and make plays with the puck. So you have to keep the puck off of him or you're not going to have a whole lot of success on your forecheck.
Yeah, as we mentioned, 2 games coming up for the Stars this weekend. They're at Green Bay on Friday, 7:05, and then at them again on Saturday, 6:05. Long trip over, but it's one of those things we always talk about. These long trips certainly bring those opportunities for the team chemistry. I don't think that's at all been something that's, we have been worried about this group, the way they've been able to bond pretty quickly, but got to be kind of fun sometimes. You stick them on a bus and you force them to get a little creative with how to fill the time.
Well, and this is your first sleeper bus experience.
That's right. That's
correct?
Right. I didn't take it for the Pittsburgh trip since I was back home. I flew back a little early, so I'm looking forward to this. What's the biggest thing about a sleeper bus people probably don't know, Rocky?
I mean, you're going to be able to get comfortable, and you can relax, you can lay down, and for us, that's especially the trip back is so valuable because these new coach buses, yes, they look nice, but they're not as comfortable when it comes to trying to sleep for a long period of time.
Yeah, you sit back normally, that's fine, but of course, a 4 or 5 hour drive, that's not what we're doing. We're trying to lie down or something. So looking forward to that as well. And Rocky, I got to say, right before we were getting started here, I came to the studio. I wasn't really hungry, but after talking with you about food, as we always seem to do, I started getting really hungry afterwards. Thanksgiving is right around the corner here. That's 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks out, I believe. Halloween was last week. Tell everyone else about some of the stuff you were telling me about that you've done in the past for Thanksgiving, especially the dessert. That was the one that made me start getting pretty hungry.
You know what? It's been 6 years of my wife and I hosting Thanksgiving for the family and for the the staff and some friends. And so, I did a traditional turkey one year, and that was great, but it's an awful lot of work, especially if we happen to play on Wednesday and again on Friday. So I turned to the smoked turkey, and the smoked turkey has been a big hit in the house. We do obviously the mashed potatoes and gravy and the green bean casserole and the stuffing, and I make a traditional homemade cranberry sauce, and then the pumpkin roll up, the pumpkin cheesecake roll up, which is just absolutely fantastic. So, I look forward to that every year. I love to cook. There's no secret about that. You're at my house for dinner on Sunday.
It's fantastic.
I did homemade pasta sauce and meatballs, and Art was there for a little
Your
cooking
sous
lesson.
chef, right?
Yeah, a little cooking lesson to learn how to make the Russo sauce and meatballs, and we had a great meal, and it was just good to be able to spend some time together.
You got to trademark the sauce and the meatballs, the Russo sauce and meatballs. I'm telling you, that cookbook would sell like hotcakes, Rocky.
Yeah, I'll have to put that on the list. We'll see if we can get there. Right now, I'm focused on trying to win a couple hockey games.
Oh, no doubt about that. As we mentioned, on the road here this weekend. Last week, we didn't have you on the show because of Halloween. Understandably, you got a chance to take your daughters out. What was that like? It was a little chilly last Tuesday, but I imagine still a lot of fun.
It was great. It was very cold, but Ronnie obviously she's 4 and absolutely loves Halloween, and Cammie's 2 now, and so this was really her first opportunity to go to the doors and knock on the doors and trick or tweet and Halloween and happy Halloween. And she had a blast. They both did. And I think Ronnie likes to give candy out more than she even likes to get it. We came home, and the first thing she did was run to the front door, set a chair right at the front door, and just sat there and waited for people to come. They didn't have a chance to ring the bell because she was there ready to give out candy. So it's a cool experience for them, and as parents, just being able to watch them have a great time is really cool.
You told me about this, sorry, but tell fans listening, what's your favorite candy for Halloween, and what candy did you give out for this past Halloween?
I'm a Reese Cup guy, like through and through Reese Cup guy. I do like 100 grand.
Oh,
I do.
A little outside the box.
Yeah,
there.
I really like 100 grands, Twix, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm partial to the chocolate, which my daughter definitely is too. So we had a nice mix of the Milky Ways and Three Musketeers and Snickers and Reese Cups, but then we also had the Skittles and the Starburst, and so I got the 2 big giant bags at Sam's Club, and the candy, whatever gets left over, ends up heading to my office, and Art will keep a little cup of candy there by the coffee pot, and my daughter gets a kick out of quote unquote, air quotes, stealing a couple pieces of candy from the office when she comes in. She says it's Art's candy, and she likes to take Art's candy. And what she doesn't realize is most of the time it's just her candy that she had from Halloween that's
so
been
funny.
sent down to the office.
Repurposed and reused, of course.
Yes.
That's funny. We have a little jar up in our office upstairs for the front office where they have it's all like the mini sized ones, and pretty much the only pieces that are left in it are the Three Musketeers. Any Reese's, any Snickers that are in there, they're gone immediately. But there's just the thing the other day I was looking at, and it was almost like 3/4 filled with just Three Musketeers. So not a lot of love for that, apparently.
I like a Three Musketeers. I do. I think that
I find them very bland compared to the other ones.
You know what? It's simple. Sometimes simple's okay. Of course, Milky Way, I like caramel, and
Underrated.
Snickers adds a little bit there, but just give me the chocolate and the peanut butter, and I'm good to go with the Reese Cup.
The peanut butter, for me, those are dangerous. You eat one Reese's Cup. You can't just have one. You usually have to have a couple there.
You got to have a little discipline, Joel.
It's tough.
I mean, you're a
sometimes.
skinny guy, so you can get away with it, but I eat too many Reese Cups, and I got to spend too much time on the Peloton.
What about like the sour candy? Do you like any of that stuff?
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, I like those.
I can eat Sour Patch Kids. But in most cases, that gets a little bit too sweet for me pretty quickly.
Yeah. I loved having candy all the time. A couple of years ago, I'd missed the dentist for about a year. All of a sudden, getting a few fillings, hit you in the wallet. Maybe I'm going to take it back a little bit on the candy I'm having.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. I don't think I've had a cavity since I was probably 10 or 11 years old. So
Knock on wood, right?
Yeah, knock on wood. I guess I do a pretty good job of brushing my teeth, and I've passed that on to my daughter and make sure that she does the same. But I have a feeling my wife's probably battling the teeth brushing right now because it's bedtime. So I didn't mind having to head out and come to the station tonight for the show.
Not bad at all. Looks like the candy discourse has got another text in.
Yeah, we got whatchamacallit, the most user-rated candy. What's your guys' opinions on whatchamacallits?
I don't know the last time I had one of those.
I like a whatchamacallit.
What's in them?
I couldn't I've never had one. I've just seen them. I think that's
Is
one
the-
my dad loved, but I don't think I've ever touched it.
They still make Take Five. Those were good.
Take Fives is the caramel and the pretzels,
Pretzel
right?
in there, yeah.
Those are good.
I'm surprised you guys didn't bring up Butterfinger yet.
Oh my gosh, how did I forget?
That's my absolute
I haven't
favorite.
had a Butterfinger in a long time.
You guys are probably too young, but when I think of Butterfinger, I think of Bart Simpson. Because when I was a kid, Bart Simpson was in the Butterfinger commercials.
Okay.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Okay.
And he was the spokesman for Butterfinger when I was a kid, but I'm obviously much older than you.
Is that
guys
where
are.
that really started? Like that was the
Was it
first
with
time?
him?
Yes.
That's incredible. Okay,
I didn't
gotta
know
look
that.
up. And then one more from BA in Lincoln. He said, did any plans to tour Lambeau Field with the team this upcoming week?
Ooh.
That would be fantastic, but we're not going to get in there soon enough in order to be able to do that. We're heading out Thursday. We get in there Thursday night, play Friday, play Saturday, head back. So, maybe something in the future that we could plan ahead of time. But that would certainly be a very cool experience. Obviously, one of the meccas of professional sports in this country, and certainly a bucket list type experience for people to be able to go and check out.
I don't know if you get asked this as much as I do, but I always get asked that with the sports season. They say, "Oh, you go to all these towns. What do you get to see?" And I go, "I'm there to work."
The hotel and the rink.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
I'm there to
pretty
work.
much it. Yeah, and the thing is it certainly sounds nice to we're going to go here and spend an extra day or two, but the junior hockey is not a cheap venture, and we are actually taking a more extended trip when we go to Plymouth to play the U.S. national team. We're going to stop in Chicago, and we're working on a plan to hopefully see a Blackhawk game and get a practice in that area Thursday, and then continue on to Plymouth, Michigan. So that'll kind of be the one special trip of the year, but it's hard. All the stuff we have going on here, families and other work, to just say, hey, we're going to jump on the bus 2 days early and go and tour Lambeau Field sounds great in theory, but not very realistic.
Yeah, a little hard to do time-wise. It seems like you have so much time, all of a sudden you really don't with all the games in there. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to bring on two special guests, German Yavash and Blake Montgomery are going to join us here on Outside the Box. We're chatting Lincoln Stars hockey here on 93.7 The Ticket.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
So what's this new concept happening at 1040 O Street? There's 93.7 The Ticket, there's The Mill Coffee and Tea, and there's Grandma's Bake Shop and Beatrice Bakery? Well, yeah, it's all of those things. It's a place for the community to hang out, grab a drink and a bite, and just chill, or work, or meet, or chat, or whatever you want to do. 93.7 The Ticket, The Mill Coffee and Tea, Grandma's Bake Shop and Beatrice Bakery, all together at 1040 O Street.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day. They are thankful for those who served our great nation and gave their lives to defend this country, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality, service, and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Celebrate Thanksgiving this year with Venue Restaurant and Lounge and Venue at Home with our Thanksgiving to-go meal packages. Our packages include sliced turkey breasts and roasted gravy, herb stuffing, Yukon Gold mashed potatoes, a harvest salad, and more, with add-on options to upgrade your feast including smoked ham, prime rib, sides, appetizers, and desserts. You choose delivery right to your home or pick up at our Venue at Home storefront. Order today at holidaysbyvenue.net. That's holidaysbyvenue.net.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum. The holidays are right around the corner. This is a great year to give your family and loved ones the gift of shoes to encourage them to stay active. Fleet Feet Lincoln fits you properly for shoes, and they offer a free group that meets 3 days a week, plus other training programs and a walking group on Mondays. Get healthy, stay healthy with proper shoe wear from Fleet Feet Lincoln and a group of friends that will support you and keep you accountable. Start your health adventure at Fleet Feet Lincoln at 77th and Pioneers.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
It's time for Outside the Box with Lincoln Stars head coach Rocky Russo and Lincoln Stars broadcaster Joel Norman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back again here on 93.7 The Ticket as we're chatting Lincoln Stars hockey on Outside the Box. I'm Joel Norman. We're joined by our special guests, Daremon Yavash and Blake Montgomery. Both of you said making your radio debut. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Now, Blake, you were saying you've been in some studios before. You haven't quite been on the air before. What's the other experience in the studio for you?
I got one of my buddies back home. He's a wannabe rapper, but
wannabe.
Yeah, he be in the studio. He invites me out every now and then, so I just tune in.
SoundCloud rapper, then.
Yeah, throwing a few ad libs. Yo.
So you have some experience there with it. There you go. And Yavi, first time for you here on the radio.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about this past weekend for you guys. Obviously, not the results we wanted on the ice, but certainly some drama in both games. I think Friday was the first time we really saw you guys were able to claw back from a deficit. That had to be kind of a nice start. Obviously, not the finish you want, but shootouts are like a coin flip in general. But, BMO, I'll start with you. That had to be something for you guys. That was probably something that's a confidence builder going forward.
Yeah. That third period that we had that game was probably one of the best periods we had all year. So after the shootout loss, there's not much you can do about a shootout loss. So we were just going into the next game trying to match that performance we put on in the third. But, I think we're a young group, one word Rockies use is stubborn. So I feel like once we get over that hump, I think we'll be really good.
Yavi, that was, good game for you guys with that third period, the resiliency. Did it feel like that carried over? It felt like in the first period on Saturday, you had a lot of energy from Friday still.
Yeah, I think like all energy went from Friday game, like third period. So like Saturday game, we started like, I think good. Like we have good energy in the bench and stuff. So all boys was fire up. So.
And obviously, you brought some of that energy yourself. You scored that goal on Saturday, in the first period, power play goal. I saw you on the past Thursday, right where you scored. You were working on that a lot. You and assistant coach Mike Zanelli, you were working on shooting and receiving passes from beneath the goal line. Bring me through that goal a little bit because you didn't get the elevation you probably wanted on the shot, but it still went through.
Yeah, so this was a power play, 5-on-4. Kwan just like found me in honey hole, gave to me, and just very fuck.
It worked out pretty well.
Yeah,
good spot.
I worked with Vizi a lot, like in practice, so like finally it's working.
Yeah, give him a helper on that one, right?
Yeah, thank you, Z.
What's it been like having Juan on the team? He obviously he helped. You got the primary assist on that. Scoring on that goal, it seems like he's been a nice addition chemistry wise.
Oh yeah, coming from the OHL, he has a lot of skill, so he makes a lot of really good plays out there. Fun to play with too.
He's a young guy, despite several years in the OHL. Is there a lot of experience? You guys will ask him about that, maybe how it can help you in this league. Do you think?
Yeah, for sure, definitely, just because he's got a lot of experience and a lot of fighting experience too. So he's always trying to coach me in that, trying to give me the tackle.
Speaking of fighting, we'd be remiss if we didn't ask you about it. Yavi, that's the thing. I definitely brought up the jersey auction price a little bit for you on Saturday. How did that scrap come about? I know what happened. Break fans through what's going on in your eyes. You laid down a hit, and then next thing you know, you're dropping the mitts.
Yeah, just like did like a clean hit, and like ref gave me penalty for no reason. So, and like this guy just jumped on me, and like I have to fight. So.
Is there
this how it was? Yeah.
Has there ever been a time with you, and I mean this seriously, because I wonder if there's times where someone kind of wants you to fight and you don't really want to? Because you've been pretty eager to, understandably, but has there ever been a time where it's like, no, we're not doing this?
I mean, sometimes I just don't want to like take down penalties and stuff. So sometimes I just like try to focus for hockey, play hockey.
Yeah,
I'm not a goon. I hockey play first, so.
You were an assist away from the Gordie Howe hat trick Saturday.
Yeah. Some people just don't understand me, but yeah, I just try to play hockey. If fight happens, it happens.
So I was told you didn't know until you were in the locker room that you were done for that game. You texted someone. You asked, "Am I done? Am I good? When am I coming back?"
Yeah. I think I will come back, but like some guy just texted me, "I'm done."
It's crazy.
Yeah, right.
Crazy how that happened.
Thank you.
Bima, how much did that fire you guys up on the bench?
I mean,
just seeing that.
I was going crazy watching that. First time I seen a fight like that in person, I was like, oh.
It was one of your more dominant decisions in your
tenure. I think it was my best fight in my hockey career right now.
Overall?
Yeah.
Career total?
Yeah, probably.
I was going to say definitely since I've seen you with the Stars, but you're going your whole career, that was probably your best one?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't stand a chance.
It was one of those ones where I think it was a situation you were going against someone who maybe doesn't fight as much as you. So it's more of just, let's just get this over with, right?
Yeah,
100%. Bimo, when's the last time you got a fight? We were talking about this yesterday a little bit. You haven't gotten one yet in here in the USHL. Have you had any other fights? Any other experience?
No. Well, no.
You hesitated.
No.
Does it come close at all?
Well, like, Not in hockey.
Fair enough. It's one of those things. I mean, I think for a lot of you guys, you probably haven't seen or had the opportunity really to fight probably before junior hockey.
No.
Have you?
It was
Because
very new to me.
isn't it kind of no tolerance below juniors?
Yeah, right away to the boxing after the whistle nonsense.
Yeah.
Completely different.
As a guy who's in your first year in the USHL, do you like the way this league does it, where it's typically just the 5 and the 10?
I don't really know. Like, maybe if I would have to see how I feel. Say
Yeah.
I fight someone, like, but I don't know. I think it's fine.
I like it personally because I think it gives you that opportunity to. It doesn't dissuade fighting, but it also warns you there's a little bit more of a penalty
Yeah.
than the NHL, where it's just 5 minutes. So I've enjoyed that part about it. Yavi, is that ever something where you're about to get in a fight, you know what's kind of about to come? Is that something you're even able to think about in that moment with all the emotions that are understandably going on?
Like before fight?
Yeah, like, you can tell someone kind of wants to go, or you kind of want to go. Are you even thinking about, hey, this might be it for me for tonight if I do go?
Yeah, like some guy just like asked me like every single face off, like, you want to fight? You want to drop gloves? Like, and like when someone asks me, I always there,
Yeah.
So you can find me everywhere.
I got to ask you to name drop here. I want to know who's been the person who's asked you to fight the most since you've been in the USHL. They can be in it still. They cannot be. I want to, who has asked you, who's the first name you think of? Like, this guy always wants to go when he and I are on the ice.
Yeah, he's not playing USHL anymore. He played in Providence, Levens. He played last year.
Glenn Levens.
Last 2 years in Sioux Falls. Every single game he asked me to fight. Every single game.
I don't think you ever did you?
No, I never did. But like, I know. But like, I should fight against him. But
Did you have a guy who you always asked to fight?
No. Oh, last year in Fargo, like after trade, I asked like Kevin Scott like fight every single time.
Scott, okay.
But he just never say yes.
I was gonna say I didn't think Fargo had a ton of guys who were gonna fight a lot. If I'm remembering
Not
right,
not really. Maybe like
Scott was that big defenseman,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Maybe one guy, Charlie Russell. He fight a lot, but like probably that's it. Yeah, only
That's
one
about
guy.
it.
Yeah.
Bimo, just talking about fighting make you kind of want to get one when you get the right chance, or no?
I've been like some games, like I've been trying at least, but some people just kind of bluff. So I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna drop it first. I mean,
What do you do? Is it like at the face-off, you just kind of you whack a guy a couple times, you say you want to go, or how does it work?
Normally, like it'll be in front of the net, like I'll be crashing that, just praying for a rebound, and guys will come up to me and grab on my shoulder pad. I'm like, all right, we can go. They just kind of look away and skate away, and like, all right.
I'll ask you guys this: would you rather a fight evolves right off a face-off? Oh, there's 3 parts: right off a face-off, during play, or like after a whistle. Which one would you personally prefer? Like, you're getting in a fight, that's the way I can get the most ready.
I don't want it to be like after a big hit.
After a big hit,
just killing a kid, just knowing
so
someone's coming.
you hit someone, and
Yeah.
then someone comes for you.
Yeah.
That would be like the okay, I'm ready
Like,
to go
you
now.
kind of know it's coming,
That's fair. Yeah, Avi, is that the same for you or something else?
No, for me, like after face-off, because during shift, like you can't tire it. You like play like maybe like 30 seconds. You can't tire. Like for me, like better like fight like after face-off.
Yeah,
I fresh, so.
Yeah, it's a good point. You're pretty ready to go. I
Yeah.
got it. That reminds me of the Pocosi fight last
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
We got to
yeah.
ask about that. That was one you've been going at each other a
That
little
was
bit.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was clear it was coming. Just bring me through give me the play-by-play of that from your perspective.
I mean, like all game, he just cross-check everybody. So it's like kind of pissed me off.
Fair.
So and like I just like ask for drop gloves. and
That
stuff.
was one right off a draw when we played Omaha last spring, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like was face off in D zone, I think. I just like started skating right to him, like right away. That's for fights.
But that was one where you decide you're going to go, then you kind of got away from each other.
Yeah,
and the refs tried to break it up.
Yeah, I tried to like a little bit like lap, kind of like can't take it too far. So like ref like threw like between us and stop kind of fight. But, like I still keep going, but yeah.
When you saw the refs coming to try and break it up, what goes through your mind? Because you just made this mad dash for him. Like,
Yeah,
no, I'm getting a couple in.
I just like I have to go. Like I can't just leave, So.
And he was once he saw it, but from what I remember seeing was once he saw you like running toward him, well, gliding, I guess, over toward him.
Yeah.
He was kind of like, okay, well, let's go then.
Yeah.
It almost looked for a moment like he thought it was going to be broken up, but like the whole time you were like, no, I'm going to control whether we do it or not.
No, if I start fight, I have to like get this down. So that's why.
That's so funny. So Blake, you weren't with the team last year, but you obviously are familiar with that fight.
Yeah.
How did you find out about it? I always love that when guys who weren't part of a previous season still know some of the fun stories.
Yeah, like when I got drafted to Lincoln, I was going through their YouTube and like watching all the replays and stuff. And then I saw that. I was like, oh my God.
And now you're rooming with
my
this guy.
teammate? Yeah.
Now you
And
live
he's
with
just
him.
such a nice guy. I'm like, is that the same person? Like, it's crazy the difference.
Tell me about that with Yavi. The fans see the guy on the ice.
Yeah.
Some people see him a little bit off the ice. It's completely different people.
It's literally like two personalities. It's crazy. It's just hockey madness and then big guy Yavi.
How do you flip that switch, Yavi? How do you go from the, you playing like your hair's on fire? You have a lot less now than you used to.
Yeah.
Playing like your hair's on fire when you're on the
I
ice.
won't talk about this right now. So yeah.
But how do you make that switch from I'm a nice guy, I'm your friend, to we're on the ice, you're kind of seeing red?
I mean, like, I think in the game, like, I try like be kind of like scary, so people scare me, like, because it's kind of my job. So, like, outside hockey, I'm a nice guy, I always like help like young guys, everybody. So, like, everybody can talk with me anytime. So,
yeah,
that's it, probably.
That's pretty cool. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll have more to come in just a moment. German Yavanche and Blake Montgomery, my guests. We're chatting Lincoln Stars hockey here on Outside the Box on 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Today's agenda includes office meetings this morning, followed by a client lunch, then back to the office for another meeting, and ending the day with a presentation at a client's office. When you are on the go, you need an office phone that goes with you. At Hamilton, our business phone systems make it easy to sync your office phone features to your cell phone for quick and seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you need better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
This is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers. My father, Don, always insisted that Sartor Heyman never compromise. Not on quality, not on value, and not on customer service. For that reason, you can be sure that every item of jewelry you purchase from Sartor Heyman is the very best, no matter how small or how large. When it comes to jewelry, if we don't have it, you don't want it. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island, and sartorheyman.com.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Can you give us like two things that's going down at the bottom?
Oh,
of the
it's
punching in the stomach, ankle twisting. Sounds like a haunted house when it's like 18 people piled up on the ground. Sounds like
There's rumors of twisting.
Yeah, we did that. We're not ashamed of it.
Twisting everywhere?
Yeah, we twist anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we the black shirts. We play like that.
That didn't happen.
It's I'm serious. I witnessed it. I did it. I contributed to it.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. It's time for Outside the Box with Lincoln Stars head coach Rocky Russo and Lincoln Stars broadcaster Joel Norman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, typically our questions come in when Rocky is on, but we always love everyone who texts in on the Sartor Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. We do have a couple of questions coming in right now, don't we, Harrison?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start with this one just because it's a great one from 4994. Again, where we're talking about Yavi here, the Yavi trick goal fight highest auction jersey. Tells the story right there. We do have one more from 5195. He says, my question for Yavi, as a normal kid from Belarus, what was your experience? What has your experience been like in the U.S.?
Yeah, let's talk about that first. We're joined by German Yavash and Blake Montgomery. I'm Joel Norman. And Yavi, we joked about it after the game Saturday. We said, geez, you got kicked out before you could get the Gordie Howe hat trick. You know, you had the goal, you had the fight, didn't have the assist, but I kind of like the Yavi hat trick a little more. Highest jersey of the auction, the goal in the fight. That's what the fans want, too. What was that like? I mean, it was a pretty loud ovation when you came up for your jersey auction.
Yeah, it's how I do every game, you know. So.
Tell me about the other one, asking about the adjustment from Belarus coming over here. What's that been like? I know you haven't had a lot of chances to get back home, but what have you enjoyed about the U.S. and Lincoln in particular?
I mean, like you mean like
just like what's it been like living here, you know, and everything? Like, have you enjoyed it?
It was great. I love USA. I love people, you know, people around me. So I enjoy every single minute here.
What do you like about Lincoln a lot?
I love Stars fans. They the best fans in the league. So
better than Fargo.
Yeah. I love people here. They're like friendly and stuff. Like, you know, always help me and stuff. So I love everything here. Food. I love agave here.
You like what's that, agave?
Agave.
Every week, I swear, guys will say, that. Oh, agave. That's my favorite one.
Best Mexican place in the USA. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very cool. Blake, what do you like about Lincoln so far?
Obviously, the fans, you know, goes without saying. And then I'm going to say the same thing. The food. Caught me off guard. Surprising. I came here not expecting really anything to be here. And then there's a nice city and then all the spots you can go to.
Were you aware it was a college town that
No,
Nebraska was here?
No, I was expecting to be in the middle of nowhere, like a barn type situation.
So did you have that type of situation, or I don't know, parents drove you drove here, you get in, and it's like, oh, is that how it was?
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. I was like,
that's so funny.
We're here. I had to
This-
double check. Like, we're in Lincoln.
Not bad.
So,
Good way
yeah.
to start off for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk about the jersey auction we had this past Saturday. A really nice one. Helped out Nebraska Warriors. And you guys have those great Stars and Stripes jerseys designed by Corey Courtney. Really popular. And you two were two of the higher ones. Blake, that's got to be kind of cool for you seeing that happen as a guy who's, you're a month and a half into playing with the Stars.
Yeah, I was really surprised. May have had a bit to do with the sunglasses, but still cool to see it go for that much. Nice guy. It was cool talking to him after.
Tell me about that. Your decision to come up with the shades on. It's obviously dark as can be in the icebox. You came out with those. You understood the assignment.
Yep. I mean, I wore it in for the pregame, suit stuff. So I thought why not keep it on for the auction? It was part of me at that point. Why not rock it? And then you obviously asked me, you want to throw it in there, set the bar?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, why not? Yeah. And then it was so funny to see them just battle back and forth for him.
I love that because what we did was I asked you, I said, what if someone had the minimum have to bid for you to toss in the sunglasses? And you're like, oh no, whatever they do is fine. I'm like, no, Blake, give me a number. And you said, I think it was 900, you said. And then I loved how immediately I get told, hey, Joel, we got someone at 900 to start. We were beginning the jerseys at 250. And the guy's already, I'll start at 900. I know where this is going. But you obviously, we did the same thing with you. I think someone started out at 500. You've been doing these for a couple of years. I mean, half of these jersey auctions are, putting on a show.
Yeah.
How much do you enjoy kind of coming up for that after a game? It's more fun for sure after wins, but got to be kind of cool to see the fans up close.
Yeah,
like that.
I enjoy so much because I can see fans, I can talk with fans after games and stuff. Because when I was in Fargo, we only we didn't do this so a lot, but yeah.
Yeah,
we should continue to do this. So it's fun. Yeah,
we've got several more this year. I think there's one. I did the double check. I think there's one in December too, but those are always a lot of fun, and a lot of fun having you guys on here on the show here tonight. Thanks for joining me. We hardly even talked. I felt like any real in-depth hockey, but a ton of fun. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Let's get 4 points this weekend.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we will.
Absolutely. German Yavash and Blake Montgomery joining me. I'm Joel Norman, and this has been Outside the Box here on 93.7 The Ticket.